Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now today we are finally going to be assessing the door damage. So I've had a lot of people telling me a lot of different things on all different social media platforms, and pretty much everything that I've come up with is that the reason this door is sagging is because it got pushed in. When I took these carpets out, you can see just how badly it was pushed in. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera, but it pushed it in so hard that it broke through right here. So we have to pull all this back out. You can see this giant bulge right here. All it has to be pushed back out. And then this will be lifted up a little bit, and then the door will not be sagging, and it should close nicely, happily ever after. Now everybody has been telling me that we need to go to a frame shop to get it pulled, but I'm gonna be trying to make my own redneck frame shop right here in my shop and make my own frame puller with this guy right here that I got from my favorite store, Harbor Freight. Now this is a cable winch puller, and it has like a little ratcheting mechanism. We're gonna open it up. I have a cat eye inlet hook thing screwed into the post right here, and we're gonna be connecting it from there to the Jeep and then ratcheting. So before I get too far into the videos, we're gonna say hi to the chickens. They're all in there eating. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, here comes one. Hello, chicken. But we need to take this door off, sadly. So we're gonna be taking this fender off. I've been talking to Julian. He's gonna get me a fender, so this fender can go back up on the wall along with this one. And yeah, so let me get this fender off, that door off. I'm not gonna bore you with that. And then we're gonna get to the fun part of trying to pull this bitch out. So door and fender are off, as you can see. The door is hanging here because all the wires are here, and I don't wanna unplug everything again. It's just gonna be a big pain in the ass, and it's not really in the way. So I have the winch right here. Now I just got to figure out how to use it. So I'm going to set it up, and then I'm going to show you guys, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, so this is how I have it set up right now. It's connected from the wood post right here. I don't know if it's pulling it out. Hopefully not. So our two things we have to watch for is for this not to fully pull out, and then for this, because I have it hooked to the latch itself, or the hinge, not the latch, the hinge. We have to make sure it doesn't pull the hinge off. But I did give it a couple cranks under pressure, and it does seem like it's pulling this out. So we're gonna do a couple more. I'm gonna set you up on the tripod so you can watch, and let's pray to God that this goes right. Alright, let's see what we can do. Scary. I feel something happening. The floor starts to go back to the normal shape as well. I want this metal beam to break. But actually it does seem like it's getting straighter. Not gonna lie to you. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, that didn't do shit. I got the door back on, and it looked like it pulled it out a decent bit, but there's still a huge freaking gap. And I looked inside, and there's still a bunch of metal that's bent in. I do think it's definitely gonna work. It's just gonna take a lot of time, because I'm gonna have to start out here, because it starts to fold in right there. As you can see, this is where it starts to fold in. So I'm gonna have to start right here, pull this up, and then pull this up, and then pull this up, and then make my way into here and see if I can start to pull this up and then smash this flat. So it's going to be a lot of hooking and rehooking, and it's going to take probably a day, like a full day, to do it. But I definitely think it's going to be able to do it with the method that I'm doing it. Now, I'm not going to do it tonight because it's going to take a lot of patience, and I don't have the patience for it right now. So I'm looking at other things that I can do right now. But I'm gonna leave this video right here, and we're gonna come back and for like a full day, we're gonna be working on this. And by the end of this video, this door is going to be on, and it's going to be flush.
Several days later.
All right, you guys, it is a couple of days later, and today, oh, it does not want to adjust. There we go. Today, we are going to be fully pulling the door out. I'm not stopping until this door is fully pulled out and fully closes. Now, we're actually going to be pulling it out of the shop because the whole thing with the eye inlet and the beam right here is not working. There's not enough room in here, and I want it to be out in the open, and we're going to be connecting it to a tree instead, which is a lot sturdier. A lot of people have told me they've pulled out body panels with the tree before, so we're going to be pulling it out to that tree over there. Now the Jeep is very much dead, so we do have to jump it. So let's get to that, and then we're going to start it. It's going to be super loud because there's no exhaust on it right now. So let's get straight into it. All right, so as you can see, I've got it moved up a little, so I did get it started, but real quick, oh, it's leaking coolant. Real quick, I'm going to set the camera up so you can watch me pull this thing out. This thing is so freaking loud. Where the hell is it leaking from? The radiator? Oh, the hose isn't on all the way. We can fix that in a minute. But listen to how loud this thing is. I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm going to set you guys up over here so you can watch me pull this thing out. First time she's seen the sun in a while, boys. Ooh, getting stuck. Alright, so it's been a minute since I filmed anything, and you can see the doors are kind of on. Now, I just suck at YouTube apparently, and I've just been working and working, and I haven't been filming anything. The camera's literally been sitting on a tripod right here, and I didn't record anything. But, pretty much, I was pulling and pulling and pulling on this thing. I have it wrapped around the tree with the winch, and it's not really doing anything. I even drilled a couple of holes to try to pull from, not doing anything. But you can see that the door is almost fully sealed. It just needs to go in a little bit more. So you can see the body line right there. And that is because I don't have the bottom hooked up. The bottom hinge is not bolted on. If it was, it would stick out. So I'll address that in a minute. Same with this. I bolted the top one on. We didn't put the bottom one on yet, and this is what it's going to look like. This one's horribly mismatched because of the Bondo right there. It can't fully see in, but this door should be perfectly fine. Once the hinge is put on, we bolt it on, we sand down that Bondo, this door will be fine. This one, I think I'm gonna have to call it quits and just bring it to a body shop. I'm gonna see what the cheapest price is to just get the hinge fixed. And I might as well, while it's there, have them weld in the new hinge for this, and then fix the windshield as well. Because the windshield obviously needs to be fixed for it to be inspected. But yeah, so I think we're gonna do everything else first, and then we are going to bring this thing to a body shop. I don't even really give a shit if it costs like $3 grand to get this fixed, because I just want it fixed. I am gonna see if I can find a shop that will let me either watch or film, just so like I know and I can like see what they're doing, so I'm also learning from the experience, because obviously I just have no clue what I'm doing with this and I want to know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's really it. Next up that we're going to be doing is finishing this interior. Now if we go in the back here, I did these 2 patches right here. I need to order the iron rock patches for in here. We're going to cut all this rusted stuff out, put the new patches in there. We need to patch the holes up there. We need to patch the inner rockers. We're going to leave the inner rockers on this side, and we're going to patch the 2 holes on the farther side. And then we're going to leave the rest of that, because that's probably going to be bent out, and I'll probably have them fix that too. But then we're going to pour 15 the whole thing, and put kill mat down, and then carpet, and then the interior. We need to paint the whole interior black. I'm going to redo the interior. I painted it like, I kind of painted it, but I did it with shitty paint. I want to get the right paint. It's like a dye style paint, so it dyes the plastic and you can't just like scratch it off. And then I still need to get a new fender and new wheels, tires, obviously. Finish the Bondo. We just have a lot of sanding to do with the Bondo, and then this will be done. I'm probably going to put a little bit more here so that it's a little bit more flat. I don't even know. I do need to get more Bondo anyway though. For the foam side, because I need to trim this foam down and then put Bondo here, sand that down, and then that can get painted. And then I don't know if I'm going to do the shackles and the boxes before or after I try to get it inspected. I don't think it's going to fail the inspection, but I need to see how it drives with this first, because if it drives like shit, then I'm going to change it. So I didn't realize how bad the unibody was back here. It's real bad. That's no bueno. But yeah, this is where I am going to be ending off today's video. Next video we are probably going to be finishing all the patches and then starting to paint in here. So that's super excited. Either that or probably the Bondo. Just a lot of sanding on the Bondo. But yeah, we are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you want to finish watching Penny get built and get back on the trails, make sure you drop a sub. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up.